Welcome viewers to my channel. Today we are looking at this special pics with Oby Udeze, and in today's episode we'll be looking at enthronement. Enthronement can be said to be the art of placing someone, especially a king or a symbolic figure, on a throne to signify their authority and power. Enthronement is a powerful and symbolic concept that represents the ascension of an individual to a position of authority, power, and sovereignty. In a spiritual context, enthronement refers to the exaltation of Jesus Christ to the throne of heaven, where he reigns supreme as King of Kings and Lord of Lords. In the Bible passage of Psalm 2, verse 7 and 9, it highlights the enthronement of Jesus Christ as the Son of God, who inherits the hidden and possesses the ends of the earth. The book of Revelation chapter 3, verse 21, emphasizes the power of enthronement for believers who will reign with Christ. Enthronement acknowledges the supreme authority and dominion of Jesus Christ over all creation, which is recognition of sovereignty. Enthronement symbolizes the ascension of Jesus Christ to the throne of heaven, where he exercises his power and authority, that is, ascension to power. Enthronement implies the inheritance and possession of all things by Jesus Christ, who is the heir of all things. According to Hebrews chapter 1 verse 2, for inheritance and possession. Enthronement holds out the promise to believers of reigning with Christ, exercising authority and dominion over the nations, which is promised to all believers. Implications for believers. Number 1, submission to Christ's authority. Believers must submit to the authority of Jesus Christ, recognizing his sovereignty and dominion over all creation. Number 2, partnership in Christ's reign. Believers are called to participate in the reign of Christ, exercising authority and dominion over the nations in his name. Number 3, confidence in Christ's power. Believers can have confidence in the power of Jesus Christ, who is seated on the throne of heaven, exercising his authority and dominion over all creation. In Psalm 92 verse 2, it talks about God's eternal kingship and sovereignty, providing a foundation for trust and security. This verse reminds me of God's timeless authority and everlasting reign, inspiring worship and reverence. God's throne is established from of old, indicating his timeless authority and sovereignty. God's reign is everlasting, with no beginning or end, demonstrating his eternal nature. God's eternal throne provides stability and security for those who trust in him, guaranteeing our stability and security. God's everlasting nature makes him trustworthy, as he is not limited by time or circumstances, which is trustworthiness. In the book of Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6 and 7, it is powerful prophetic passage that speaks about Jesus' enthronement and his role as the Messiah. The above passage highlights Jesus' divine authority, eternal reign, and commitment to peace and justice, inspiring hope and worship. The passage announces the birth of a child who will be called Wonderful, Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, symbolizing Jesus' eternal reign. Jesus' enthronement signifies his divine authority and power, The eternal nature of Jesus' reign will never end. Jesus' government will be characterized by peace and justice, bringing hope and redemption to humanity. Revelation 4, verse 2 and 3 provides a glimpse into heavenly throne room, emphasizing God's sovereignty, divine glory, and covenant with humanity. This particular passage of the Bible inspires worship, reverence, and awe of God's majesty and power. In fact, it is a description of God's throne in heaven, symbolizing God's sovereignty and authority. The one seated on the throne is described as having the appearance of jasper and camel, emphasizing God's majesty and glory. A rainbow surrounds the throne, representing God's covenant and promise, reminding us of His faithfulness and mercy. Significance of enthronement: 1. Hope and redemption. 2. Worship and reverence. 3. Covenant and promise. There are several individuals who were enthroned in the Bible, including 1. Divine enthronement. God is often depicted as the ultimate ruler, enthroned in heaven, according to Psalm 93 verse 2. B. Jesus Christ. Jesus is described as being enthroned at the right hand of God, signifying His divine authority and power, as it's written in Hebrews 1 verse 3 and Hebrews 10 verse 12. 2. Human enthronement. A. King Saul. In 1 Samuel 10:24, Saul was anointed as the first king in Israel, enthroned by the prophet Samuel. B. King David. In 2 Samuel 5:3-5, David was enthroned as king of Israel, establishing Jerusalem as his capital and bringing the ark of the covenant there. C. King Solomon. In 1 Kings 1:38-40, Solomon was enthroned as king of Israel, known for his vision and wealth. Well, we have come to the end of today's episode. It's my pleasure having you around. I will see you same time next week. Bye.